start some content creation for the actual game. Let's have a look. What can we do? Yeah, no. Items, not at the moment, because this is still not 100%ly working. Combinations, yeah, I will do that after I'm done with this, so let's move this up here and sort them a bit. Yeah, that would expand the whole system a bit. By configurations, I mean that I want to have the ability to add different categories and have the UI, the complete item system work in two different configurations. Configuration 1, there are no stacks and all the items are just sorted in my inventory, and it's only one item per slot. And the other configuration is just what I'm working on at the moment. But for that I need to work some kind of configuration variables around that. And yeah, categories is that I can have completely different categories, new categories. In this case I had weapons, consumables, and you could have clothing and melee weapons, ranged weapons, magic weapons, stuff like that, or potions as categories, so that you can completely configure the system the way you want it to. And if I have that in, then I can throw it up on the asset store maybe to sell it there. But I need to check if the system is working first, and then check if it's working on a different project correctly. It's a long way to go still. Okay, what do we have in here? I can use an item, I can move items around, I can use items, I can pick them up. This is working. I also can talk to people or items in the world if I want to. For instance, if I have a closed door that will maybe never open, then I can add my UI, my dialogue interaction onto that door and talk to the door. Or talk to a stone or whatever. Everything's possible. And maybe I should add that in here. And by traversing I mean not really just walking, running. That's in already. That's working. That's standard. Going about. I might go in that and change that a bit so that I have more control over it and not just use the standard script that I just copied and added a few lines to it. But I also want to have swimming and maybe diving and different controls there to or even crouching and stuff like that. So that's something I need to add in here. Jump is in already, but crouch isn't, and I don't know, I'm not really sure about these. So, okay, talk works. So, pause game, save game, yeah, that's all not important at the moment. And yeah, I need to add a few more NPCs and think about what kind of activities they do and how much AI I will need to write for them. And they also need some kind of locomotion system so that they really move, not just slide around the world. Once I have them changing their position, and also some kind of environment dialogue so that you see lines of text above their head and looks like they are talking to each other. Which will at some point, maybe, if I get people for that, be basis for real system where they just playing audio files and have someone voice acting someone or many people voice acting my characters, but that involves a lot of money to get good voice acting done, so yeah, maybe not for this project. So UI, yeah, okay, that's something that can come later at some point. Puzzles. Okay, item use is already working. I had it. The doors to the brewery I locked and could only open with the right key, so that's working. And this would be the next stop, and then a combination of different other things here. This one is something that I might not even add at all because I don't have enemies in the game. So, but the enemies was just an example for this. So let's move this over here. Dialogue's done. Okay. What we could do is go through the brewery interior again and add lighting props, add more clutter to it, and then I can redo the lighting offline because it's quite boring to just look at a progress bar. But I can also add interactable objects to it. I mean, some of them are already in there. Because I already have working doors in the interior. So let's work on this one. Okay. Did we change anything in here? Nope. Okay. So let's load the brewery, which is the interior level for that. And here we go. And let's have a look. Okay, here we need to do a lot of stuff. So we need to add some chandeliers in here. Change this lighting. And yeah, make all this a bit brighter in here. Okay, and we need to figure out something for our windows, because they look quite strange at the moment. And the doors here need to be re-added in. Yep. And for that we need to let's start up here, because here we have one door that we need to change and a few windows. And that's the third floor? Yeah. So let's deactivate all the rest and start there. But can't really get to that, so it's a bit annoying that in that regard, but it's okay for the moment. And we also need to figure out some kind of props for this. The round door. Wait, what's this? Oh, this was still running, so yep. The round door we get from the exterior kit. Okay, sorry, I had to blow my nose and